everyone, Chris here, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is my weekly reading vlog. This will be the second one I've done, and I haven't even posted the first one yet, so I'm going to be very curious to see what everyone thought of it and if I get any feedback on what you guys liked and what you didn't. But we're just going to dive into this week's. My main goals for this week is to try and read a lot of middle grade, because if I want to complete Believe-a-thon, I really need to get on that. The other things I really want to do is I want to finish Crownbreaker. I still have a chunk to go. Hopefully I can get to that this week. And I want to finish Defy the Night, because it's another book I have a pretty big chunk to read. But I'm enjoying both of these, so hopefully I can get to them this week. I had a pretty busy day today. I actually drove about half an hour away from my house and hit up 9 little free libraries and brought home a pretty decent amount of books. I had hit all the local ones, and I had decided that since there was like a bunch in a really small area about half an hour away from my house, that I would take a trip down and check them out. I got some books for me, some books for my mom, and some books for the little ones in my life. And I plan to do a special separate little free library haul, so that should be up on my channel at some point. I'm thinking maybe the Wednesday after this video goes live, but I'm not 100% sure, and that's assuming I get everything out on time. And if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that depending on my mental health, I'm not always perfect with posting things when I would like them to go out. My plan for tonight is to actually read Cream Buns and Crime, which is fulfilling the prompt for food or drink on the cover for Phase 10 Chooses My TBR, because you can see there's a cream bun and a cake. And this is the one and only middle grade I have on my TBR that is not Believe-a-thon. So I really just wanted a book to read. I'm listening to Other Words for Home, so I'm not really in the mood to pick that up. I'm trying to tire my eyes out so I can get some sleep. And I do want to read Crownbreaker and Defy the Night, but I'm more in a middle grade kind of mood. So I'm decided to pick this up, and we'll see how much I can get to in this before I crash. I have a little snuggle buddy. Yes, say hi, Bean. No, you're not going to say hi? What a good girl. There she goes. So that is my little cuddle buddy tonight, and she will be keeping me company while I read. And knowing me, you probably won't see me till tomorrow morning, but hopefully I'll have a decent reading night, and I will check in with you all again soon. So it's Tuesday night, and I just finished Other Words from Home, which is my second book for Believe-a-thon, and I really enjoyed it, which means it is time to pick my third book. There's the wheel. Let's give it a spin. Prompt 25. Let's make it tricky. Let's make this hard. Choose your words wisely, the rest to discard. Read a book that has a 2-word title. So my book stack's over here. Let's see if I can find that. Right here. So next up, I get to read The Vanishing. I am really, really excited about this book. It says, 3 brave friends, a fight for survival, the adventure of a lifetime. They are the last dogs. I'm pretty sure this is an animal main character, and I absolutely love animal main characters. So when I go to read physically later tonight, this is probably what I'll pick up. In the meantime, I'm actually working on a puzzle right now. I got some kitties in my bed, and some ambiance, and a kitty over here. This is one of my older kitties. She has taken it upon herself to take over my room lately. So I will be reading that. In the meantime, while I'm working on my puzzle and getting it to a point where I can stop, I will try and finish the end of A Knight's Tale. And I think I have like half an hour left in that audiobook. Like, I have an hour and a half left, but I think it's only going to take me a half an hour to listen to it. So I will get through that quickly, and then be picking this up. So I thought I would check in for the first time today. I have been working on The Vanishing. I am on page 172 between last night and today. I have also been working on my puzzle at points today, which currently it is covered up in books and has a cat on it. The cat being on it is why it's covered up in books, because I don't want it on the floor. I also have a couple of kitties who are reading with me today, and the one who just left. I was listening to Murder in the Locked Library while I was working on my puzzle, so I've made some progress on that as well. It's Wednesday, so I have Dynamite, so I'll be watching that at 8 and probably working on my puzzle while I watch that. And I may or may not get some more reading done after that, but I will definitely be reading. Let's see if I can hold it up right. More of this before bed. I am really, really enjoying this. We're following a dog named Max who went to the vet and isn't exactly excited about being there, but it's like, it happens every year, so he's used to it. But this year, all of a sudden, the vet stops showing up and he has no food or water, and he ends up meeting a little dachshund who basically informs him that all the humans have disappeared. So he is trying to figure out what happened to his family. I am really enjoying this, and I'm very curious to find out what happens to his family, and I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, I can finish this tonight. It's a really quick read, so we'll see. But I will try and check back in with you later. It's Thursday morning, and I thought I would check in with everybody. I have an ambiance going and Pris's sprints. I have finished editing my first vlog, and I'm hoping that will go up today. I last left you with the clip of talking about how I was getting ready for Dynamite and I was going to work on my puzzle, and that's basically what I did last night, though I did manage to get to page 202 of The Vanishing. I'm still really enjoying this. I am hoping to get some more of that done today, but I spent my morning focusing on editing my vlog because I really want that to go out today, so hopefully I will be able to get that up today. If I have some extra time later, I may film, because I haven't filmed tomorrow's 5 on Friday yet, and I would like to film it today so I have more time to edit it before I upload it tomorrow, because while I can film, edit, and upload it tomorrow, it would be easier if it was already filmed and I could work on editing it maybe tonight and then finishing the edit tomorrow before I upload. So that is my plan for the rest of the day, and like I said, hopefully finishing this so that I can spin my wheel again and get on to another book on my Believeathon TBR. We'll see. So it's Friday afternoon, and I thought I would check in. I read absolutely nothing yesterday. I just never got around to reading, and the break was actually kind of nice. I felt refreshed and much more into the idea of jumping into reading today, which I've absolutely done as I finished The Vanishing. I was on page 201. This is a 369-page book, and I tore through the rest of it. It is a solid 4 stars. We're following Max, who is a golden Labrador, and he wakes up one day and all the people have vanished, and he sets out on a mission to find his people, his owners, his pack, and we get to see his adventures along the way as he meets other dogs who have also had to deal with the fact that all the humans have disappeared, and see his journey to find his people. I think there's 4 books in this series, and this is the first one I own, books 2 and 3. And I'm really looking forward to getting a hold of those. This book fulfilled the prompt of 2-word title for Believeathon, so I smashed out another Believeathon read. But because I finished this, it also means that I need to spin the wheel again. So I have my wheel. Let's see what I get. Prompt 10. And Prompt 10's card says, a recent spell has gone awry, a newfound knowledge you must rely. Read a book released in 2021. Okay, so the book I picked for this prompt is Bamboo Kingdom's Creatures of the Flood by Aaron Hunter. This is the first book in a new series by them. It says, the pandas of Bamboo Kingdom have never forgotten the great flood that ended the peaceful life they've always known. But for 3 young creatures born that day, the flood marks not an end but a beginning. The beginning of their struggles to find a place in very different worlds. Leaf, raised in the sparse northern forest, works tirelessly to help her family find bamboo to eat. Rain, hot-tempered, refuses to accept a suspicious new leader in her southern forest community. And Ghost, clumsy and uncoordinated, worries he'll never fit in with his hunter family in the mountains. None of them know that the others are out there, but thanks to a mysterious tiger that's been threatening the kingdom, they will soon find each other and fulfill the prophecy that had been made long before they were born. I am really, really excited to read this. I love Aaron Hunter's Warrior series and their Braveland series, so I'm really excited to check out the first installment in this series by them. and hopefully I will enjoy it as much as the other two. So I'm going to go feed my cats before my very noisy kitty decides to come remind me it is time to eat, and then I will be diving into that. So it is like 3 o'clock in the morning, between Friday and Saturday, so it's technically Saturday. And I thought I'd do a check-in before bed. I have started We Could Be Heroes by Mike Chen. This is another book I found that is due back to the library, and I can't renew it. So just what I needed was another book on my TBR that I wasn't planning on reading this month. I'm only like 40 pages in, so I don't have much to say about it so far, but it's about these two people who have complete amnesia but have like these superpowers, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Like I said, 40 pages in, don't have much to say. The other reason I'm checking in is because I finished Bamboo Kingdom by Aaron Hunter. I think I'm going with 4.5 stars. This wasn't quite a 5 for me, but very, very solid start to the series. So in this series, we're following 3 characters: Leaf, Ghost, and Rain. And they're all trying to figure out how to navigate their lives and are surviving in their land after a giant flood. And Leaf and Rain are pandas, and Ghost is the son of a leopard. And we're kind of getting to see their journeys and learn their stories and find out why these 3 characters are important and why we're following them and getting to know them. I really enjoyed the start to the series, and my prompt was published in 2021, so this book just came out, so it's probably going to be a little bit before I can read book 2, but whenever that happens, I'm really looking forward to picking that up. But having finished that means it's time for me to spin the wheel again, and even though I don't think I'm going to read it tonight, I am very curious as to what book I'm going to get to start on tomorrow, so let's give the wheel a spin. Okay, prompt 15. So the card for prompt 15 says, "What a ball that we're all having. Who's behind it all? How to Train Your Gavin. Read a How to Train Your Gavin recommendation." So the book I chose for this prompt is The Hat Makers by Tamsin Merchant, and I literally know nothing about this book other than that I've seen Gavin talk about it and that he raved about it, and just really in general loves it. The inside cover says, "The most important rule to follow when you hunt for hat ingredients is this: keep wildness in your wits and magic in your fingertips." In Cordelia's London, magic is real and is woven into objects created by the 5 maker families: the hat makers, the boot makers, the watch makers, the cloak makers, and the glove makers. Growing up in her father Prospero's footsteps, 11-year-old Cordelia Hatmaker has learned the family's ancient skills and secrets so she can one day make her own enchanted hats. When Prospero and his ship are lost at sea during an important ingredient expedition, her grief-stricken aunt and uncle must turn their attention toward fulfilling a decree to create a peace hat for the king. But Cordelia refuses to accept that her father is gone for good and desperately begins making plans to find him. Then the peace hat is stolen, along with the peace boots, watch, cloak, and gloves. And Cordelia realizes that there is a more menacing plot against the Makers Guild and that Prospero Hatmaker's disappearance may be connected. Cordelia must uncover the truth about who is behind the thefts if she is to save the Makers and find out what really happened to her father. Full of magic, surprise, and adventure, Tamsin Merchant's sparkling debut introduces a captivating heroine in her extraordinary world. So this sounds super interesting, and if Gavin loved it, I'm looking forward to reading it even more because he tends to recommend amazing books, especially when they're middle grade, so I am really excited to pick this up, and will probably read a chapter or two before bed, even though I'm really tired and should probably just go to sleep. So it is Saturday evening. Well, technically it's Sunday because it's 1:27 a.m. So technically it's 1:27 a.m. on Monday morning, and I'm about to settle into my bed for the night. I spent most of my night watching Full Gear, which is the quarterly AEW pay-per-view, and I am so incredibly happy because my favorite wrestler, Hangman Adam Page, is the new AEW World Champion. I sobbed really hard. I was just so incredibly happy because I have wanted this since the very first day the company was announced way back in January of 2019, and they've been telling this story since day one, and it was just such an amazing culmination of events, so I'm in a very great mood. While I was watching the pre-show, I finished my puzzle, and I will insert a quick video of that here so you can see what it looks like all done. I spent my morning filming videos, and man, do I need to film my recent reads in a more timely manner, because I found that remembering why I enjoyed a book when it was in the 3-star range is tricky. Very, very tricky. I can remember when I really, really love a book why I loved it, and I can remember when I really dislike a book, but it is a lot harder to remember those ones that you know you enjoyed, but they're not your favorite or anything. Trying to spark those memories and talk about them in a meaningful way was a bit tricky. If you watch my recent reads, I'm sure you'll notice that it is much easier when I'm behind for me to talk about books I really loved or I really hated, as opposed to the ones kind of in the middle. But I did film 2 more recent reads, my book unhaul, and a little free library haul. So keep your eyes peeled for those going up on my channel. Actually, both the recent reads should hopefully be posted before this gets posted. So they are recent reads 57 and 58. So hopefully by the time this video is live, 57 and 58 will already be up on my channel, as will my book haul, because that should be my Wednesday video. So fingers crossed I managed to edit them and get them out before this video goes live on Thursday. Reading wise, I did get some of that done today. I am now on page 72 in We Could Be Heroes. And I can't remember if I told you what this is about, but we're basically following 2 people who woke up with no memories of their life at all about 2 years ago and have found they have superpowers, and we're kind of following them. Still finding this interesting, and I'm very curious to how they ended up with these powers and why they have no memories. And then the other book I'm reading is The Hatmakers, and I said I was only going to read a few chapters of this before bed. 60 pages later, and I was still reading it. This sucked me in from the word go. I'm currently on page 144, and depending on how tired I end up feeling, which I don't know because I've got a lot of adrenaline because I was so excited that Adam Page is the new AEW champion, that I might be able to stay up a little bit later than I had planned based on that. So maybe I will finish this. If I do, I will be back to do another spin and see what I'm going to read next. If not, I will check in with you tomorrow morning. So it's now 3:40 in the morning, and I just finished The Hatmakers. 5 stars. Gavin comes through for me again. Absolutely love this book. Sorry about the glare. I have a phone flashlight set up to give me a little bit of light because, again, 3:40 in the morning, it's pretty dang dark in my room. But I wanted to let you guys know that I finished this and that it was a 5-star, and another brilliant recommendation from Gavin. And I wanted to spin the wheel because I am enjoying spinning the wheel. And I wanted to see what book I'm going to be starting on tomorrow morning. So let's give the wheel a spin. $28. So prompt 28 says, "We welcome you home, we welcome you happily, the newest addition to my bookish family. Read your most recent purchase." And my most recent purchase is Graystripes Vow by Erin Hunter. This is a super edition in the Warrior series, and I am so excited to be spending some more time in Graystripes' head. I really enjoyed the manga series that was from Graystripes' point of view, so I am quite looking forward to diving into this. I imagine this is going to be another 4 to 5 star book, so I'm on a roll here with my Believe-a-thon picks. Hopefully the trend continues. So tomorrow morning I will dive into this, and I don't think this is a book I can read all in one day because I like to listen to the audiobooks for these, so that will actually give me more time to physically read We Could Be Heroes. So it's not like I won't have a physical read, and I have several other physical books that I've just set down and need to get back to, so it's not like I won't have plenty to physically read while I work on listening to the audiobook for that. So it is Sunday afternoon, and I sat down to start to listen to Graystripes Vow, and I realized very quickly into the book that I can't actually read this right now, because the way Erin Hunter does these books is that they aren't always written in order. So I picked this up thinking this was going to be about a time in Graystripes' life before where I'm at during the main arcs. And it is actually set sometime either during or after the arc that I'm currently in. And I'd rather finish the arc before I pick this up, because I don't want to accidentally spoil myself on something and I'm not quite sure where it lands. So I can't actually read this for this prompt because, well, I would have to read like 3 other books before then. And I already have a hefty TBR. I cannot read 3 more books on top of the ones I'm already reading. So I looked back. My most recent purchase besides that in middle grade is Shadowgast. Now, I had Shadowgast in there for anticipated read. So I basically have moved this to most recent purchase, and I have swapped in the 3rd and final book in the Train to Impossible Places series in for that, because that was also an anticipated read that I have since picked up from the library. So I'm going to be reading this for most recent purchase, and then when prompt 5 comes up, which is anticipated read, I will be reading the finale to the Train to Impossible Places series. So now I'm going to sit down and read some of this, which I'm really excited about. And I won't be able to tell you anything about it because it is one of my fall covers. It gives me a lot of very Halloween spooky vibes. And I'm going into this one blind because of that. I mean, obviously I know that just because I've read the first 2 books, but the idea behind the fall covers is going into a book, saying that the cover reminds you of the season, and then finding out if it's actually set in the season the cover reminds you of. So I will check back in later to let you know how far I've gotten into this and whether I'm enjoying it or not, which I'm sure I will be. So it is Monday, and once again, I forgot to wrap up my weekly reading vlog yesterday. I think it's because my recent reads end on Mondays, like they go from Tuesday to Monday. So I keep thinking I have through Monday for my vlog, and I need to film my wrap up Monday night when I need to film it Sunday night. So hopefully I will remember that for the next vlog. But I managed to get to page 162 of We Could Be Heroes, and I had to force myself to put it down because I felt like I was getting to the point where if I didn't put it down, I was going to finish it, and I wanted to make sure I had time to read some of Shadowgast. And in Shadowgast, I am currently on page 156. I am really, really enjoying actually both of these books, though Shadowgast more so than We Could Be Heroes. And I am looking forward to hopefully finishing both of those and maybe some of the 4 other books I'm currently in the middle of next week. And I really need to get a move on my TBR because I'm massively behind on both my Phase 10 TBR and my Believe-a-thon TBR. So hopefully I can pick up the pace next week, but you'll have to tune into my vlog to find out. So that's the end of this week's reading vlog. If you've made it this far in the video, leave me a clock emoji since I am always late with filming these, and maybe that'll remind me to film them on Sunday nights and not Monday. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!